This was a interesting article I come across, and it's from the Sunday World News, which is an Irish online magazine, if you like, news magazine. Now, the headline is, as you can see, gone in an instant. Now, I don't want to do her name a misjustice, but I think it's something like Aisling O'Loughlin. Instagram page is no longer available after Christian Eriksen comment. Now, I'll leave a link to the article, but I'll just briefly read out a little bit. An Instagram page set up by the controversial commentator who I named, Aisling O'Loughlin, is no longer available following attempts to access the site. Has been greeted with the message, sorry, this page isn't available. Now I'm going to just quickly go down. Now, this is what the article's reading. It says, Miss O'Loughlin, who has previously described the vaccination programme as the biggest scandal the world has ever seen, said, "We're talking about Christian Eriksen. He's only 29. The Danish guy who dropped on the pitch from a heart attack. We're just talking about whether it's a justifiable question to put it out there. Was it related to the jab or so-called vaccination?" Now, it's just posing questions. Why are the mainstream so against posing questions? Now, I would say it's absolutely justifiable in the light of what's going on globally and all the evidence that has come initially from Israel about the effects of the so-called vaccine with young men and teenage boys. She also referred to Inter Milan's director Giuseppe Marotta, where Eriksen plays club football, who came out and he said Christian had never had COVID and he wasn't vaccinated. Okay, so I was like, all right, well, maybe I'd like to hear it from the horse's mouth. Now, going by what I put out the other day about the radio broadcast from his, I don't know if it's his cardiologist or whoever looks after these players, said on a radio interview, apparently, that he had been vaccinated. So, if it was, in my opinion, if this was a case of no, he hasn't been vaccinated, then they would have done a news article on it, that this is in no way connected to the Jabanuki because he hasn't had it. But they haven't. No, they've not come out and said in a news article that he hasn't had it, as far as I'm aware. So the question remains, if he did have the vaccine, then it's a legitimate question to ask, is it related to the vaccine that he collapsed? Anyway, like I said, I'm going to leave the link to this article and make of it what you will.